When trying to hit the enemies with the splatters, it's quite difficult to position ourselves exactly above them without knowing exactly where the splatter will land. To make it a bit easier, let's create a reticle. I want the reticle to be kinda projected onto the planet, so it needs to lay on top of the terrain. For this we can use Decal, and this projects an image on top of objects. Let's go to our create script and make a function for it. So we can call it from the add reticle function in the player. We'll put an image, and for this I've just created a simple circle and some lines. Then call the function from the ready, and now when we fire a splatter, we can see something displayed on it for a little bit. We can see it at the beginning at the splatter but not on the planet, because the position of the decal is 0 relative to the player. To move it to the planet, we need to get the distance from the player to the planet and the radius. For the radius, we'll make a function in global, and to move it, we can set the position of our reticle to the distance to the planet center minus the radius, and negative because we need to move it down from the player. Now in our game, we can see exactly where our splatter will land, and we can use this to hit the enemies. The reticle is quite big, and we can change this with the size property. The default is 2 by 2 by 2, so let's halve the x and the z. For us, the y size determines within which area the reticle is projected, and our max change for the radius is 20%, so let's also set this to 20% of the radius. Now the size feels much better, and when we fire our splatter, it will land perfectly in the middle.